Well, folks, I was gonna go on a treasure hunting trip down a river that I did a recovery of a ring on, and they shut the water off during the fall. And then I remembered it's the first day of rifle season, and I thought, I don't think I could put enough orange on to make me feel comfortable. So I'm over here at a lake that was drained a couple of years ago. I found a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of people have come out here. I switched to the Mind Lab Manticore this year. I'm gonna go out and see if I can just find anything. Like I said, we've searched this hard and deep, but I'm gonna see if I can pull something out of the ground using the Manticore. People always say, well, I've hunted it all out. Unless you grid search like I do when I do cold cases and certain recoveries where I lay lines down so I know I get every square inch, it's very easy to miss a little spot, even while cross gridding. So, beautiful day out here today. Let's get started, see if we can find anything. Well, my first signal is around a pop tab range. Pop tab and nickel. So, got ourselves a nickel. It's been down there a little while. I don't know how long. Wasn't very deep. Well, the second signal I got rang up as iron, thick iron. It was a big thick nail. It was down there about a foot. Well, I'm getting really low area like foil. But since this was a swimming area, you know, you could have earrings. One way to learn your machine and tones is to dig them. Sure enough, a little tiny piece of foil. But that's how you learn the machine. People are always like, oh, I want a cheat sheet and this and that. Sometimes you just don't know. You have to dig it. Learn your machine, learn the tones. It's kind of like Morse code, Braille underground in multiple languages. Getting a really chattery iron signal really deep. I'll pause and dig. So yes, there's a big hole. Picked up this iron nail, which was a screwy signal because it was kind of bent. So didn't read the same every direction I swung over it. Depending on how an item's sitting, it can ring different. So you want to swing at different angles just to see how good of a piece it might be. Like I said, I'm out here to learn this machine, and in order to do it, you dig stuff. I'm reading a high tone very low in the ground, very deep. So I will pause the video and dig. Probably a aluminum can. We'll see what we get. Well, it's sounding a little different after I dug it out about a foot deep. Let's see what we got. There's my VDI number. Yeah, whatever's right here. There we go. Looks like an old copper penny. I can see the green on it. See this green in the sunlight, which means it's going to be pre-1983. So 1982 and earlier are copper pennies. After that, there's zinc. So it looks like the date on this is 1980. Yes, I've got my glasses on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do that. So this one I missed. It was deep. It was a good signal. Well, this target's pretty shallow. Clear down on the Ferris range. I'm guessing it's a bottle cap. It's a Cayman Jack. Proudly crafted. Is this alcohol? I don't know. Alcohol beverages aren't allowed in these parks. And of course, you got a cap in here. That's from a glass bottle. And people bring that into the swimming areas too. Why they don't let people like us come out here and clean up the areas more than they do, which they really don't. Only a small time window during the year. On to the next one. So we see what we got down there. That old carton pack for cigarettes has foil in it. Look at how high I can read that from. 1.5 feet easily. Let's pick it up. Well, this is a really funny signal. When I swing different directions, changes tones. Ferris, non-ferris. Crazy. Could be some sort of fishing lure. Could just be great junk. Let's it could be a knife. So you see how it was reading one direction good or better than the other? Let's swing over that again. Now watch my graph. See my graph? Now I'm going to go the other way. 90 degrees. And that's why you have to dig stuff. You got to learn the machine. Really, really low tone, but pretty consistent around. Well, what do you tell a guy with one lens broke out of his glasses? You tell him it again and break his other lens out. Just kidding. We try to be nice. Oh, there's the other lens. These look like these were been dropped since I've been out here a couple years ago. Really a garbage signal, really deep. Man, that's really deep. I don't even know if I think I'll overshoot China trying to dig it. Well, I may have a signal down there within 6 inches. Oh, I'm hitting something hard. Could be the anchor of the swimming buoys. Wow. Could be even something bigger. Piece of like rebar. Yep. It's in pop tab range with a little bit on that graph that goes low down to the iron. So I'm gonna have to say this is a bottle cap because it's a plated plated ferrous with non-ferrous. So I'm getting two different types of metal all in one. And it was deep. Maybe I got it out. Yeah, I did. Oh, just a pop tab. Now there could be other metal around it. They gave me the ferrous signal too. Well, if I had to guess, I would say an old style pole ring from like the late 1960s and 70s. Yeah, I'm having problems with my signal. It eludes me. Oh, some sort of fishing lure. There's the ring and the swivel right there on the end. Got some steel on there. Okay, it's got a bunch all in one. Maybe even some sort of lead. Fishing lure. I often asked a fisherman, how come I find so many fishing lures in the swimming area? And they said, well, because there's no snags. A lot of them will come out and fish the swimming area. Another different signal. It was down there kind of deep, so pull the plug and let's see what we got. Getting smaller. Smaller. Oh, and there we go. Got ourselves a lead fishing weight. I take all the lead that I get out of the lakes, and I might make my own dive weights for when I do diving recoveries and metal detecting underwater. So I always loved getting the lead out of the lakes. Think about all the lead that's in the lakes. I've pulled over 100 pounds out of this lake alone, and it's not a very big lake. You multiply that times all the lakes, we've got lead everywhere. The weeds are really tall. They mowed some of this down. As you can see out there where the lake was at, I can't get out any deeper. I was out where the water would have been 8 foot deep, about 73 to 83 inches where I found a lot of jewelry where it was too deep to stand. And then about the 43 to 53 inch deep water mark, I found a lot of jewelry. Found some gold, stuff like that out of this lake. But with the stubble and everything, it's really hard to get the whole area. But we're just doing what we can. And trying to just, use this machine and see what we can do. Okay, so this signal here, watch when I swing it one direction. Look at my graph, right down the center of my screen. Now I'm going to go 90 degrees. Wow, look how long it is now, all the way across my screen. So let's see what this is. Don't really have an idea on how deep it is. so what I'm guessing is it was a weird chewed up aluminum can. Got another signal that one direction, reading a nice 50. The other way, I get some different readings. I'm gonna guess it's a piece of lead. Maybe with like a spinner or swivel attached to it. That's gonna be my guess. I always like to try to guess. This pinpointer's taking a beating. I do all my dives with it. Looks like it's out. And wow, it's a piece of lead that's oval shaped, 5/8 of an ounce. And so I was reading it, a signal with a little weirdness because of this direction in the hole. Then when I swung across that way, it read differently. I'll take lead over a pop tab any day. Well, from literally 2 feet down in the sand, I pulled this Cuban iron chain. Has a nice twist look to it. It must have been for buoys years ago, is all I can think. From the swimming area here, that's definitely not a boat anchor chain for out here. I want to see what it reads up on the surface. I've got some of my iron knocked out. It's clear up at the top, but it's long. Should probably open my iron up some more since I'm trying to learn the detector more. Another pop tab. Not getting a whole bunch of signals out of here, which is good. But there's still stuff in the ground. It's deep though. Well, one of those signals that I'm reading iron and in a weird shape. Maybe some coating to it. Let's dig this and see. Oh, this was a signal about a foot down. Huh. I think it appears to be some sort of plated toe ring. There's the opening there. It's been down there a long time. But that looks like a plated toe ring, so we're on the board for some sort of ring today. Yes, very fragile. Let's look at that. Yeah, we don't need to look at that signal again. Well, what I'm seeing down there, about 22 inches, is a metal T-post. So let's just rest in peace. Cover it back up. Another signal about 14 inches down. I'm going to guess it's an older bottle cap, but it's out. Oh, it's an older pull ring from back in the days, about 1964 to 74-ish. Well, it's Rob the Lincoln Ring Finder. Just spent a little time down at the old dry lake bed, full of weeds, everything. It's been 2 years since I was down here. I had cleaned as much as I could out a couple years ago. Did find a few items, as you can see, testing out the Manticore from different settings. Beautiful day in November. For all you dirt fishermen out there, till next time.